morning, Jays. I'm Allie Collier.
And I'm Claire Hamilton. This week is a great week because it is Scholastic Journalism Week.
It is National Campaign Week where we, KLHS, have been chosen as a feature school. This week is themed What We Do Matters, and today is Why We Do What We Do.
This is a very important week as journalists have been under a growing microscope in the unprecedented scrutiny with everything that comes out of their newsrooms.
It is important that professional journalism programs works according to a mission statement. We look to the professionals like the New York Times who says, quote, "We seek the truth and help people understand the world." This mission is rooted in our belief that with great journalism has the great power to reach each reader's life, richer and more fulfilling, and all of society stronger and more just, end quote.
I know that everyone here works super hard to produce a great show every day, and it is important to be a good student journalist to get true, clear-cut information to give out the most accurate information to our audience as possible.
I agree. I love being part of journalists and being part of KLHS because being able to research and dig about important topics and producing them to our audience to make them entertaining but also informing is really fun, and I'm really happy that I can be part of that. Be sure to follow KLHS on Facebook and look for the hashtag SJW2021 and hashtag What We Do Matters.
And if you would like any more information on this week, or if you just want to see some behind-the-scenes action, be sure to follow us on Facebook with that on to our show.
Big news, NASA's Perseverance rover was launched July 30th, 2020 at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida and just landed February 18th, 2021 at the Jez-0 crater in Mars.
According to NASA, the mission took 1 Mars year, which is about 687 Earth days. Just an idea of how big the rover actually is, it's about the same size as a small car.
Perseverance's main job is to seek signs of ancient life and collect samples of broken rock and soil for possible return to Earth.
Shortly after landing, Perseverance tweeted, "I'm safe on Mars. Perseverance will get you anywhere," which is pretty motivational for a rover to say on Mars.
I'm excited for what Perseverance will find for us, and who knows, this could be a small step towards human life living on Mars. With that, we have more information from Thomas, so let's rover to that now.
What's going on, guys? I'm standing alongside with Mr. Champ, and I'm going to ask him some questions about the Mars rover landing. So why is this such a big event?
It's a big event because the end goal is obviously to get to Mars, to get people to Mars. And so I think there's a lot of heightened curiosity about it now because of that possibility. But there's still a lot of steps that they got to figure out. So I think it's just a lot of excitement around the possibility of humans getting there.
And then how many other times has this happened?
There's 5 rovers up there currently, all of them kind of with different missions. So the latest one, Perseverance, is obviously the one that just went up.
All right. And then what do scientists gain from landing rovers on Mars?
So this one, they landed it in an area that's kind of like a delta on what they think is a old water-covered area, however many years ago. And so they landed it in this area to try to see if there's any water remnants underneath, under the surface, or any signs of life there. So.
All right, perfect. Lots of interesting information. We'll throw it right back to the front desk.
Thank you, Thomas. Now for some announcements. Allie and I are very excited to share that the LHS team of 6 student leaders will be featured next week at this virtual conference event.
This conference is the first of its kind and is focused on student voice. We were fortunate to be invited to participate along with 10 other KC schools.
Our student team elected to focus on learning styles, and they've created an entire conference session to go on and share about their topic.
They really did a great job, even with all the chaos in these past several months.
And next, for our dancers, if you are interested in auditioning for Liberty High School Sapphires, please register by March 8th. The registration form is located on the LHS Athletic website.
Auditions will be held March 29th through April 2nd. Please contact Coach Maggie Willis for more information. Best of luck to all those planning to audition.
On the topic of sports, tomorrow, on Tuesday, anyone planning to try out for baseball must meet in the turf room at 4 p.m.
There will be a parents' meeting via Zoom this upcoming Sunday at 7 p.m. Please check the baseball website for further details, and be sure to mark these dates off on your calendar.
Moving on, the 2021 Operation Senior Experience team has been working really hard planning extra events for the senior class.
The one you might be most interested in is Chris Cake's Pancake Breakfast on March 24th from 7 a.m. to 8:15 a.m.
The cost of this will be about $5 per person, but it is well worth it for a full breakfast of all-you-can-eat pancakes with butter, syrup, sausage, and tang.
That sounds so good. So seniors, do take advantage of this. From a very jealous sophomore, do take advantage of that.
We would definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah, for real. So do that.
And with that, we'll be right back after this break.
Gary Crossley Ford is the best local dealership located at 8050 North Church Road in Kansas City, Missouri. If you are looking for a new or used car, truck, or SUV, Gary Crossley Ford has the best inventory in the Kansas City metro area. Gary Crossley Ford has a friendly, reliable staff, the best service, and you are sure to have a great buying experience. Go make your next purchase today. From KLHS, this is Taylor Anderson.
So Claire, did you know that COVID cases have been in a decrease since January 8th?
I actually did not. I heard that cases were going down, but I did not know it had been that significant.
It's true. In the Kansas City area, COVID cases have been in a linear decrease since January 8th. According to statistics, there has been a 7-day average of 633 positive COVID cases, which is a huge drop from the beginning of January when we were looking at around 3,000 positive cases every day. I don't know about you, but this gives me hope for a near future of no masks and closer than 6 feet.
Yes, and all back to normal. But COVID is still very much a thing, so please continue to social distance, wear your masks, and be tested when feeling under the weather. I got the opportunity to go to the testing center that we have in our parking lot and have a chat with one of our registered nurses about testing. What's up, Jays? I'm Claire Hamilton. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. But let's get right into it. As many of you know, that LPS is offering free COVID testing. So the real question is, how do I get one? And what do I do? So let's go find out. LPS uses the Binax Now Rapid Test, a super easy way to test for the virus.
Pretty much what happens is we swab your nose, which will have, pieces or parts of the virus on them, like in your nasal secretions. And we put it into the test kit, which has a reactant agent that will pick up those pieces and therefore give us a positive marker that they found that in the sample.
The main question here is, how does one get a test when needed?
So you go to the school nurse, have your parent or guardian call the school nurse. They will ask questions and kind of do an assessment over the phone. What symptoms you're having, and depending on what your symptoms are, they will send you for a test.
Okay, so now I know what the test is, what it does, how long it takes, how to get one. But what does it look like when you actually go to get tested?
The testing site is right next to the field of Liberty High School. It is set up in a way that it's a drive-through. It says pre-test parking, and it has our phone number on there. Pull around to the back of the building, pull in to the garage, and then the nurse then will come out and perform the test. And then we have the family pull into post-test parking and wait that 15-20 minutes for the test to be run, and then for us to call you with the result.
Liberty Public Schools, your nurses, your counselors for any more information. For KLHS, I'm Claire Hamilton. Stay safe, Jays.
Thank you, Claire, for that was some very important information.
Yes, it was, and I was super lucky to go be able to visit the testing team.
We will be right back after this break.
Thank you, guys. I'm John Alvey, joined alongside by Thomas Hand, and bringing you a sports report.
Steals the defender, and he throws it down with two hands. Rolling forward, and he's in. Target, and he caught it inside, and it's sent away by Kellen Goodwin.
And Tanoka with a three of her own in the corner, and she will make it.
That will do it for us today. Now back to the front.
And now, it is time for our dynamic duo of sports reporters, Thomas and John.
Take us away, boys.
Thank you, guys. John Alvey with Thomas Hand, bringing you yet another sports report, and we will start things off by congratulating our Sapphires as they were competing in Midwest Regionals, and they took first place in medium varsity jazz, medium varsity pom, and varsity game day. So just a dominant performance, like always, from the Sapphires, and they will head on through their postseason further.
And then the girls basketball team will be playing at Blue Springs today. They are coming off a loss against Liberty North. The last time these two teams faced off, Liberty only lost by 8 points, so they are going in tonight looking for a little bit of some revenge, so that will be a good game to watch tonight.
And then moving on to men's basketball, as they took a dominant win over Liberty North, 62-39, to improve to 19-4 on the year. Thomas, they get the big win against their crosstown rivals. Now they head to Blue Springs tomorrow night. How important is this final stretch for them this season?
I mean, this is the most important stretch of the season. I mean, you win at Blue Springs and you win the conference. It's the first time in 5 years that they've done that, so it'll be a big deal, especially in a year like this. And, I mean, whenever it comes down to Liberty North game, everything was clicking at the end. I mean, you got the Dylan Gormont dunk, all that good stuff, so everything was going in their direction, and they're feeling pretty confident heading into the end of the season.
Yeah, just an all-around dominant performance for them, and then they need to win on tomorrow against Blue Springs, and then later in the week against Blue Springs South. If they do that, they'll stay above Park Hill and win conference, so it should be an exciting finish. That'll also be it for us, and we'll head back to the front.
And with that, it is time to wrap up our show, so please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A huge thank you to Thomas Hands, John Alvey, and the rest of our super amazing production crew behind the scenes. For KLHS, I'm Claire Hamilton.
And I'm Allie Collier. Do your part, stay your distance, and have a miraculous Monday, Jays.